Hi, welcome back to my channel. I feel like it's been forever. It's almost been a whole week, but I've been finding it so difficult to try to sit down and do a look. I've been wanting to so bad, but my kids have been making it a little bit difficult for me, so I haven't had a chance. But today, finally, my husband went outside, took the kids outside, therefore I am alone in the bedroom. Yeah, so I wanted to do two different, maybe the next video is going to be stuff that I ordered during Black Friday. I am looking for deals and not trying to go crazy on my expenses just because of my economic status at the moment. I mean, yeah, I can still afford it, but if there's a deal, I'm going to go for the deal. But since I still haven't received everything that I ordered from Black Friday, I decided to go ahead and do a look with the Melt Cosmetics Beetlejuice palette, Recently Deceased, just because I already did a look with the Waiting Room palette. So I also want to do this video, just like I said, I've been wanting to do so much, and I've been wanting, like, I have ideas of what I would like to upload, but I haven't had the time with my babies. As you guys know, they're a big part of my, well, obviously they're a big part, but sometimes they make it a little bit more difficult than it should be to be able to get something done. So I've already done several looks with this palette. It is very, very, very beautiful. I am very attracted to the greens. The purples, they're nice. I feel like they could have gone, at least, well, they could have given me a deeper purple or a different shade of purple, but they're still nice. I mean, I'm not mad at them. They're okay. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and do a look with this. I did, if you notice that I'm a little bit red on my stash, is because I just plucked out a little bit, like a few hairs that I had there. But I was going to say, I tried Nair for the first time, and I tried out Nair for the first time this past, I think on Monday, and it was amazing, and I was so happy because usually I'll wax. I'm a waxing kind of person, and I love waxings. Just like I said, I haven't had the time to do much self-care or stuff for myself, so I haven't done it, and so I decided to go and buy Nair and try it out, and it was amazing. It was amazing. It was painless, and it took it out, like it removed my stash and my little beard or whatever in 5 minutes, maybe 6 minutes. So it was amazing. It amazed me, and I was so happy. But it already grew, like just a few little hairs, and I can see them, so I had to pluck those out. I was like, maybe I prefer waxing, actually, just because with waxing it takes less time for them to grow out, and you're fur-free for longer periods of time. Okay, so my kids are outside. I'm filming by the window so I can have natural light, just because I prefer the way it looks. But you guys might still hear some noises, and I do apologize for that. So I feel like I want to do a green look, just because I really like Draw a Door, which is a very pretty green yellow. And as you can tell, it's already indented because I've used it so many times. And I think just that color on its own all over the lid would be beautiful. But if I want to step on my comfort zone, I would use the purples. Not that I don't like purples, but I think I'm going to go for a halo eye with the purples. And I'm just going to take Bio Exorcist and take that on the outer corners of my eye very lightly. I mean, I've used these colors before already, so I know they're very pigmented, but it's still surprising every time. So I tried filming a video of using the ColourPop at Forest Sight at my parents, because I've been going to my parents almost on a daily basis just because they're not home right now. My mom went to Mexico City for eye surgery, so she hasn't been home. My dad has been she hasn't been home, and then my dad has been working, so he hasn't been home. And so then no one's been living. No one's been at my mom's house. We have our dog, so I've been going almost every week, every day, not every week, like every single day. I'll be going over there with the kids, and I'll let them play around. I mean, it's a house, a lonely house, so we have all the space to ourselves, and so I'll let the kids play, and they won't let me, like, I did a video in the kitchen just because it had very nice lighting and the kids were playing in the den. So I'm like, it's not that far from the kitchen. I can keep an eye on them, kind of. And they didn't want to be alone. They didn't want to be left alone. So they didn't let me. They kept crying. They kept asking to go back to the den with them. Like, great. My husband believes my parents' house is haunted, just because weird stuff has happened, but I mean, I'm okay. I've seen shadow people there multiple times. Okay, now I'm going to get a smaller brush and I'm going to get Lost Souls, which is the deeper purple. And I'm just going to take that on the little edges just to deepen that out. Anyways, yeah, that's my life. I feel like sometimes I complain a lot about my babies and it makes me feel guilty, but it's not easy. It's hard being a mom. It's hard when you were a full-time worker, you're not dependent on anybody else, but like your money's your money, you do whatever you want, you don't ask permission, you don't. And then once I was in a relationship and I moved out, it was equal parts. I don't believe that because the man is a man, he has to like support me and he has to pay for everything and my money's my money and his money's my money. No, I believe that we're both equal and I help him and he helps me, and my money and his money can be one together. But if he wants to get something, he can get whatever he wants. Like, I believe we're both human. We both have to sacrifice. We both have to pitch in together. Like, when we would go to restaurants when we were dating, we would take turns on paying. Not that I think it would surprise him, but we would take turns. I'm like, it shouldn't be only his, like, he shouldn't be the only one paying. So my parents did believe that, like, no, it's not right for the man, for me to also be paying, or for me to be using my money for him. You know what I mean? It's a very, well, I don't know if it's just Mexican, because my sister was telling me that this one guy that she was talking to believes the same thing, that a man should provide for a female and a female is supposed to stay home. And I mean, you know what I mean? Like if we buy a house, the man has to pay for everything in the house. The female does the grocery shopping, cooks, and stuff like that. And I think it's an equal partnership. But now that I am a stay-home mom, after being a full-time working mom, I've been finding it very difficult to feel like I'm putting a part in my family. Like, I know I'm a mom and I know I'm taking care of my babies, but it's still so hard letting go of all my freedom. I don't know. It sounds bad. It sounds bad the way I'm saying it, but see, that is very pretty. I want to buy some soap because I've seen the soapy eyebrows, just because I have my tail is very, very stubborn, and I can comb my eyebrows. I can put eyebrow gel and they don't stick to where I want them. So I think I want to try soaping my eyebrows. I mean, I don't like the whole fluffy look, but I think I will soap them so they can freaking stay where I want them to stay. So we have more subscribers, and that is amazing. I'm so happy. I hope you guys like my videos. I am learning. I am not perfect. I will not pretend like I know what I'm doing. I will mess up and be like, oh, well, that didn't come out. Like the last video I did with the waiting room palette, I could tell, like, when I was editing, I'm like, oh my goodness, my eye was so not blended, and it was bugging me. The entire editing process was so bugging me because I'm like, I was just staring at it like, oh my goodness, that is so not blended. And I'm like, I'm sure people are gonna notice, and people are going to, it's gonna bug people. But like I said, I'm certified, but that doesn't mean I practice all the time. So if you don't practice, you lose, you lose your techniques. And the more you practice, the better you get. That's with anything and with anybody. So this is my practice time. This is my time to play with makeup. And if I'm rushing, then of course I'm going to miss some stuff. If my kids are constantly trying to touch my makeup, trying to play with my makeup while I'm using it, constantly crying and running and like not letting me concentrate and do what I'm trying to get to, then of course I'm gonna have mistakes. And then I'm a little blind, so like I have my hand mirror, so I really have to take it far so I can see if I can see any imperfections, and then I go close again to see if I can find any other imperfections. But right now I feel like it looks okay. When I add the rest of my makeup, I might notice something wrong, but we'll see. We'll see then. So I literally just continued blending it out so it's not so rough. And then I am going to add some of the pretty green shade in the center of my eye. I was thinking of going with Neurotic, which is the shimmery green, which I surprisingly love. But I think I want to keep this a whole matte look, so I might go with Draw a Door, which is the pretty green yellow that I showed earlier, and just tap that in the center of the eye. That is pretty. I mean, I think I could have left it blank just to make it look more wearable, or you can use a highlight in the center of your eye. But I think that looks very beautiful. And then another shade that I'm surprised I like so much is Paranormal, which is a very forest green shimmer. I used it the other day on an eye look and I fell in love. So I also saw on Melt Cosmetics website right now, since they're having a bunch of sales because of Christmas, that they have a section for last chance. Therefore, I'm guessing they're going to take them out soon for the Gemini palette. And I really want to get it. And I'm thinking about it because I don't own that palette, and that is Gemini 21 and Radioactive palette. I really want, but I have to think about it before I do the purchase, just because I did overdo it a bit during Black Friday. I didn't overdo it, I didn't overspend, but I did use my credit card, which I'm not supposed to. So I'm trying to pay off because I'm trying to freaking move out. Well, get a house. But I'm not supposed to use that credit card, and I used it to do my purchases. I purchased a palette from Crucifix Cosmetics. I purchased some lashes from Widow Witch Lashes, and then they came out with a palette, Widow Witch Lashes. So I ended up purchasing that palette and one of their lashes, I think it's called Morticia, which are super duper long and beautiful. And then I went to Bad Bruja Lash, I believe, which is another indie brand, and I purchased some lashes from them, and then they have a palette that I really want, which is the Exorcist palette, I think, Exorcism or something like that. It has, I'm very attracted to greens lately, like olives and neons and really, really just greens, like greeny colors, and I've been really attracted to them, and that palette has a bunch, it has like 2-3 greens that are so beautiful, and I really want to get it. And then I just did this purchase, the Melt Cosmetics, that it was $350. I know it's okay, I know I'm paying it off, but that's a huge investment. That's expensive. I mean, worth it. Hell yeah, worth it. I would personally would like to wait until I'm finished paying off Melt Cosmetics and then go for the Gemini palette, which I'm sure my husband would not mind whatsoever, just because he knows that's my obsession and I love Melt Cosmetics, so I know he would be okay with it. But it's too soon. Plus, I'm not done paying it. I did the little payment plan, and I have my last payment on the 25th, so I want to wait until then, but I don't know if they're still gonna have it. I don't even know if they still have it now. Anyways, this is the eye look. I did end up using Beetlejuice. Haha. I did end up using Beetlejuice, the more of a lime green on top of Draw a Door, just to brighten the color a bit more. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my face, and then I'll come back to finish the eye look. And please excuse my dandruff. I am getting some dandruff. I'm getting very, very dry scalp because of the weather. Or maybe just because, I don't know. But yeah, I'll be right back. So I'm now recording on my laptop because something happened to my camera and I don't know what's wrong with it. Sorry. So let me just go ahead and pop on my lashes. Okay, and I can hear my kids. They want to come in already. So I need to cut this short. Ah! Oh yeah, my kids are coming in right now. But anyways, my camera stopped working. It told me, it kept saying that it had no memory card inside, and then you can't see the screen at all. So I don't know what's up with that. But yes, this is the final look. I did end up using the Melt Cosmetics pigment, the purple one, as a liner, and Widow Witch lashes in Hocus Pocus. I hope you guys like it. Please.
I love you.
Thank you. Please like my video. And yeah, thank you very much.